Okay, sound check.
Sound check, checks and balances.
It looks like your bars they look pretty good.
Well, my bars are always very good because I've got a loud mouth.
I gotta
But
make
these,
sure I don't bump this thing.
but these Hoochie Mama pants, they're like yoga pants. I wish I would have created them because they gathered up the back seam where the butt crack is, and they hold your butt. Well, they don't hold my butt so
They
good, but they you've got
define like the underarms.
yes. So people on TikTok are buying them. I know that whoever created that little thing in there has made millions. And then they put their phone up and they're standing there washing dishes and the husband walks in the room and they're like, "Whoa, dude." And so it's all over TikTok. Well, guess what I got for Valentine's Day? 2 sets of butt crack pants.
You didn't.
Ronnie bought them for me. I've got black ones and gray ones.
Go put them on. I want to see them.
No, you don't want to see them. Even Sky said, "Oh my God, Mom." And she covered her eyes. Butt crack pants, don't leave the house.
What are they called?
What are they called, honey?
Are they comfortable?
They're called Hoochie Mama pants. They're kind of comfortable.
They feel like they're holding you up a little bit better.
No, he said, yes. I don't look at my behind from the back very often if I can help it. But he says yes. So I'll wear them around Ronnie with a long t-shirt.
Okay. With a long,
right.
What's the point then? You need not
long
okay
with a crop shirt. I'll just walk around the house with a bra and my hoochie pants on. How's that?
Okay.
Okay. So anyway, so look.
Oh my! Do they have pads in
them? This has got to be photoshopped. No, they don't have pads.
Oh my word. That's crazy.
Introduce yourself to me because I forgot who you are.
People are going to think we died at 60 because our last episode was episode 60. Now we are on a roll. We have to keep going. I'm Debbie. Hi, how are you?
I'm Amy. Hey, I'm your sister from Georgia. Do you remember that?
I do remember that. I live in California.
Oh my gosh, is it nice out there?
It's very nice, but we can't go anywhere, so it's not like we can really enjoy much of what we have because we're not allowed to go anywhere.
We've got a miserable, rainy day, but Ronnie and I are going to get out anyway because this is the first time in a long time Sky is at her dad. Well, her dad drove down from West Virginia, so she's with him overnight. And we get to finish her room flip. We painted it. We got a bed gifted to us that we painted. I got her all new comforter and pillows and every little polka dotted sheets.
Does she know you're finishing it off?
No, no.
Ronnie, surprise.
Surprise. So Ronnie and I painted her door because it needed repainting, just the white door. And because she kept saying, "Can I get my doorknob back on my door yet? Can I get my doorknob back on my door yet?" So I said, "We got to paint your door." And she's probably thinking, "Yeah, that's never going to happen." So we got that taken care of already because she left. Right after she left, we painted the door.
Oh, good.
So we're going to get a, the thing that goes over the window. Oh, a curtain rod.
Yes.
And we're going to get some sheer, long, like see-through gauzy white curtains that just hang straight down. And we're going to get some twinkle lights to put over the wall.
Oh, she'll love that.
Yeah, I want to get something above her bed, like a big, like metal letter S, maybe that has maybe lights in it. I have to go to Kirkland's or Hobby Lobby. I got to find something. So
yeah, fun.
It has been okay. So big things. Happy Valentine's Day tomorrow. The lovers holiday.
Oh, it is tomorrow. Okay,
it's tomorrow. And our 5-year anniversary come your birthday, March 4th. And I only knew it was 5 years because I saw the grocery girls had their 5 years. And last year we're like, it's our 3-year anniversary. And then I saw them say, it's our 4-year. I'm thinking, oh God, Debbie, we said the years have flown by. We didn't even realize. Yeah.
Life has taken us on many twists and turns. And it's just, it's been a crazy year. We did not podcast for any specific reason. It just seems like we got out of sync and trying to find the time, and it's been It's been crazy, but
But this last year has, I think, considering all the mayhem out in the world, has treated us pretty well.
yeah.
Everybody's put on this like quarantine 60, and me and you have lost quarantine 35. We
Yep.
each lost about 35 pounds. The knitting Nana has lost 50 pounds.
Is it 50 now? Oh
Yes.
my gosh, Mom, that's so awesome.
And the knitting Pop Pop, he's lost weight too because the drill instructor, the police, no, what does she call herself?
She calls her the diet police, I think.
The diet police, and he has to sign paperwork every week if
But
he wants
no, now be nice
the
because
police.
she
She
does
offers
not
his
put on her
services.
police hat unless he assigns the police
That's
hat to
right.
her. She
That's
says,
right.
I'm not going to be your policeman
That's
unless
right.
you tell me you want me to be your policeman. And then he says, okay, I need you to be my policeman this week.
And
He's
then
got no self control.
then
It's
3 days
okay.
later, he's like, "Why did I tell her to be the policeman?" But then by the end of the week, he loses weight. He's like, "I'm glad I got the policeman here." So
Yeah.
it's a love-hate relationship, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But they're doing great. So we have really, um, we've embraced the intermittent fasting lifestyle. It is not a diet; it's a lifestyle. So if
Yep.
anybody wants more information, just all you have to do is go to
Go,
YouTube.
and reach out to Amy because she knows everything. I just follow what she does.
I really don't know everything. When Debbie came to see me in the summer, she was just like, "Well, I want to eat what you eat." And I said, "Okay, you want me? You sure? Yeah, I want to eat what you eat." And the week that she was here, she actually got back home and she had lost like 4 or 5 pounds that week eating what I eat. She's like, "Oh, that's what I need to do." So
Yeah.
we kind
I
of help
had
each other.
lost a bunch of weight before then because I started in February. And so from
You
February
hit
to
a
July,
plateau.
but then I hit a plateau, right? I was like, the same plateau that I always hit, that I always stop at, and I never can get below. It was like right around 160. And
Yeah,
then I was like, oh my gosh, I can't get any lower. And then after I did that, I popped under 160. I was like, okay, I can lose another 10 pounds. And so I'm
yeah.
trying to stay right around the 150 mark. And I'm 5'6", so that's a comfortable weight for me.
So I've got to show you what else happened this year.
And I got to show you what else happened this year.
Un memento while my secretary gets something up. This happened.
Oh, I'm so bummed we couldn't be there.
My son got married to the most gorgeous girl, Brooke,
She's
my
such a sweetheart.
daughter-in-law. And I think there was so much, well, for me, there was so much anxiety around the event. As it got closer, of course, the guy's like, "Mom, are you excited for the wedding?" I'm like, "No, I'm really not." And it was, none of my family, Mom and Dad, Debbie, Baba, and his family, none of my family came because of Corona. Oh, buddy, that's a new thing that happened. Oh, buddy. Hey, buddy. Blink if you hear me. Blink if you can hear me. He says, "Pull my hair up out of my eyes with a little clip so I can see."
I didn't mean to interrupt your story, but he walked right by my chair, so I figured it was a good time to grab him.
And
He's
he
my
is a
sweet lover. He's my sweetheart.
tell everybody what he is.
He's a mini golden doodle, and he's 5 months old, and he's about 18 pounds right now. He'll get to be about 20 to 25 pounds, 22 to 25 pounds.
Look
And
at his little Fu Manchu.
he's the sweetest little guy ever. You
He
see your
is.
Auntie Amy? You see her in
He's
there?
so smart. Hey, 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 you in the fur. Hey. Oh, I'm boring. Look at him.
He needs to take a nap. The night's sleep that we just had was not enough. He needs to take a nap, his morning nap. Okay, so sorry, go ahead. So you were excited, but not really excited. You were very nervous.
We were excited, not really excited, only because it was scary with 125 guests and all of that. And of course, they made everybody wear masks for the actual wedding in the little tiny chapel. And then we went up the hill and with an open bar, all the masks came off and the music played. And I thought, oh, Lord, who's going to get sick now? And actually, the Sunday after, because it was on New Year's Eve day, Sunday after, Ronnie started feeling badly, and I thought, oh my God, here we go. So he and I got coronavirus tested that next Monday morning. I was out of work for 3 days until we got the results back. They were negative, and he finally went to the urgent care on Thursday, sicker and sicker and sicker. He got strep throat. So I'm glad I didn't kiss him much.
Yeah.
I never got. So, but we haven't heard, not one person got sick from the wedding, thankfully, because there
Oh my
were
goodness. I
grandparents
was
and
going
older.
to ask you that. That is
We hadn't heard one
so
person.
amazing. Oh, they got
So
so
the
lucky.
kids went out to Cancun for a week, and they had a great time, and they're healthy, and it was really, really wonderful. It was a magical day.
That's
So
awesome.
we need to talk about some very important news. You know, the first thing of the podcast we talk about is our Bags by Awesome Granny Club.
Yes.
And we pulled a winner earlier today, and the winner is okay. So people say, "What kind of club?" Well, since you're living under a rock, we'll tell you.
Since
If
we've
you
been living under a rock and we haven't
well,
been here for a year, give people some
but other
slack.
people, if they've never heard it, they maybe haven't forgot because it's been forever since we've said anything about it. It's hashtag BBAG Club. If you have a bag by Awesome Granny, who is Darlene, all you have to do is take a picture of it and you put the hashtag. And when we podcast, we pull a winner from those hashtags.
Not
And
everybody that watches our podcast is on Instagram. So you have to be
that's
on
true.
Instagram to be able to do this
I
because you're
know.
posting it on Instagram. So it's really for our
But
Instagram fans.
But what you do get for watching is you get the discount from Bags by Awesome Granny
Yes.
Shop. It's called Sisters 15
Boy, your secretary is on it.
on it. I almost fired her, but she was just like, please don't fire me. Give me another chance.
She
So the
she
winner,
writes that down and puts it up on the front so I don't have to go back and edit the podcast and enter it into the screen. So that's the easy way. Thank
so
you.
that's right. So you get 15% off. All of our viewers get 15% off her shop, Bags by Awesome Granny. And those bags are, have you seen her little mushroom bag?
No.
Oh my gosh, wait a minute, hold on.
Pull it up. Let's
The
look.
mushroom bag is the cutest thing. Hold on, let me pull it up and then I'll tell you who the winner was.
That sweater that you're wearing,
Yes,
is that your Princess Fiona?
it is.
I have to show you my Princess Fiona that Mom has finished knitting for me. Except she didn't finish the. Oh, I need to get mine done. I need to do that. It's so cute, so pretty.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so look at how stinking cute that is.
Oh, oh, they have eyeballs and little faces.
Yes.
Oh.
And she's got, of course, for Valentine's Day.
Her bags are
These
so
are
well
the
made.
best. I'm telling you what, if they had a long strap, I would use it as a purse. The things are huge. Some of them, I mean, they're really, really wonderful.
And she also makes tote bags too. Remember when she sent us her totes?
Yes. Yeah.
Those are great carry-alls.
Okay, let me go to find the one who won the thing. Hold on a minute.
We better show some knitting so that the knitting Nana doesn't get impatient.
Let's hold up something. Here.
Okay,
look.
I'll hold this up. How's this?
How's that?
Okay.
Ooh, that's good.
So these are Valentine's Day socks that I knit for my best friend Tanya. Aren't they cute?
I love where'd you get the heels, cups, and toes are so pretty.
That's from you. That's from your set. Remember?
No. Oh, that I
Miss Babs.
Yes.
Miss Babs 20-gram sets that you did, and
yes.
I don't have the other one on the sock.
I got her Advent a year. Was it last year? Year before? I can't remember.
Year before last year. Yeah, it wasn't last year. It was the year before. And this is yarn from Nomadic Yarns. I don't remember the name of it. I think it's a Harry Potter colorway. Isn't it pretty? I love it.
Pretty.
And I thought this light peach pulled out the peach in this little stripe right here, and it matches really cute. So I'm going to see her today and give her socks today.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. So Cher from Missouri, Meditative Crafter, won the draw. Bags by Awesome Granny. I love her little gnome bag. I think I've got a gnome bag too.
Oh, so she gets to reach out to Darlene, or you're going to give Darlene her info?
Yep, and I'm going to send out a little something, and she'll get another bag, and I'll send a little something. Do you want to send a little something for our 6-year anniversary?
Yeah, of course.
What we'll do is, like we always do, we're going to pull a winner from the comments from the podcast today. We'll just randomly draw in another week or so, and then Debbie will send out a little gift bag for our 6-year anniversary.
5-year.
So last year I was a year behind. This year I'm a year ahead. Whatever it is, It's whatever. It
Wait,
is 5.
today's 2020. We started in 2016, right? So it's 5. Yeah, that's right.
5. Let me just make sure I got everything about that. Yes. Okay.
Good
What's
job,
next?
secretary.
Um, what?
Nothing.
Okay.
I was
Hey,
just gonna mention that I'm in a new place. You can
I
see
know.
my background is different and my hair is different.
I was going to say something about your hair. Ronnie said to me one day, not long ago, Debbie needs to try her hair straight. And
Yeah.
Debbie was just like, ha ha ha, yeah, right. And then one day we get this couple pictures, and she's like, Tiny was over and she brought her straightener. And we're like, holy cow, Debbie,
Yeah.
that is looks so good.
So I went blonde because I got tired of having to go to the hairdresser so often because my grays up here are coming in so much. And I said, let's just start adding some blonde so that I can go a little longer and it'll blend in more.
Who
And
said who
what
said that?
I did.
Who
Oh,
suggested
did you
that?
say that?
I
Oh,
said that in the summer.
okay.
She says, I got to get rid of my skunk line. I said, why don't you just start interspersing blonde and then you can just grow it out naturally.
Yeah. So I have a wonderful salon hairdresser, young gal she's fabulous. She's won awards in New York at the hair shows and stuff like that. She's really
Oh,
good. She's
wow.
really expensive, but it's worth every penny
Yeah.
because she's a young, hardworking gal. She's the one who was in the car accident and
You
broke her
told me.
back and didn't think she'd ever walk again. I mean, she had major, major, major problems. She still has, she walks with a limp. She can't really run. I mean, she stands on her feet all day and she works her butt off and she makes me look and feel really pretty. So I decided to go blonde and eventually we'll start making the blondes a little bit more silvery gray blonde when I want to transition fully into my own color. And it's just the top part of my head. The back is still, pretty much darker, my natural color. But I decided to do that because I needed to not have to go there so often, especially during COVID. I lucked out every time that they closed down. I had just gone, and then when they
Oh,
opened up, my appointment was next. So I
they
totally
closed
lucked
again.
out.
They're
No,
closed.
they're open right now. They're open right now. So thankfully, that's good. Our numbers are starting to go down, and
Our numbers are
vaccinations
starting
are
to
getting
go
out.
down. I are, and I wish they wouldn't just give a total number of how many people in the state. They don't tell you how many people's recovered from it, or how many people
Uh,
are past their 2 week,
yeah,
quarantine.
yeah.
Because, but at least now we have more people vaccinated than they are who have gotten COVID. And I get my second vaccine on Tuesday, so I'm very, very happy
Well,
about.
they have more people that have been vaccinated who have tested positive for COVID. There may be a lot more
Yeah.
people out there who had COVID and never tested because they
Oh
just
yeah, yeah,
stayed home.
yeah,
You never
yeah,
know. But
yeah. Mom and Dad have
um,
already gotten their second shot, so they're glad
yep.
about that.
And
Gosh,
nobody in our family, either of our families, has has had it, which is
no.
amazing. My kids have been safe.
We take our mushrooms, and Mom's like, "Well, if you think mushrooms are gonna help your immune system," I said, "I'm gonna keep taking my mushrooms."
I said a lie. We did have one person, Levi.
Oh yes, we did.
Levi tested positive and he had it and he recovered. So
Yeah,
his symptoms were not very
he just
bad at
lost
all.
in the smell for about 5 days, so
Yeah.
thankfully it wasn't
And he's a
terrible.
very hardy young man, so he should be fine.
He's hardy. Okay, hey, we need to talk about our annual mystery knit along coming up.
Yes, let's do it.
So we
Well, wait a
decided.
minute.
What?
Let's show a couple projects first and
Okay,
talk knitting.
let's show
And then
projects.
we'll talk some more of that later because I want
Okay,
yeah. Okay, so I showed you my socks. I've been working on a lot of socks just because I've picked up a little bit of a new hobby. I don't know if you guys have known, but Paper Dagmar from Zia Wools started showing on her Instagram her fountain pen collection and started talking about writing and all of that. And I got a little bug and fell down the rabbit hole. And so I bought a couple fountain pens and a couple inks, and I've been journaling. And it was a good time in my life for me to start this writing and journaling more. So I did that. And so I haven't been doing as much knitting. I have been knitting, but not nearly as much as I was in the past. So I'm kind of splitting my time, but I've been working on a lot of pairs of socks. I just finished the two portions of these.
which are those? Mustache?
These are mustache yarn, yes.
Look
And
like
they and they are Mordor something or other. I don't know if
That's not the
I
one you
can.
got from me for Christmas, is it? No, I got you Freckled Whimsy.
Yeah, no, no, that's up
I
in here.
never
Some.
bought Mustache. I've been gifted
Oh,
Mustache by Barb, my
yes.
favorite. She is
So,
the mustache yarn hoarder. Just
oh,
saying.
really? This is actually a sport weight yarn, and I've
Oh,
decided I'm going to pop a heel in these for my friend, one of my girlfriends in my book club. I took this year a whole bunch of pairs of socks that I had that were still in really good shape, but I have so many socks. I thought I'm going to gift some of my socks. And most of the girls are like size 8, 9, seven and a
perfect.
half, 8, 9. But Tracy is like a size 10,
Oh,
a little bit bigger than all the rest of them.
what color are you going to use for the heel?
I think I'm going to use the leftover. Let's see. Do I have it in here? I think I'm going to use this. This is the leftover
Yeah.
Chama from Dag's yarn that I knit for Luke. I knit Luke a pair of socks with these
Where's it
two
going to go in?
colors.
Where is it going to go in the striping sequence? That blue, you think? Where's the heel going to go?
Probably somewhere in here in the middle where the red is.
Oh, that'll be really nice, Debbie.
It'll pop.
Yep.
So those are oopsie.
Or a yellow heel.
Yeah, I don't have any yellow yarn. And this is sport weight, so it's kind of
Okay, yeah.
hard to find.
Yeah.
And even though this is 100% merino, it's that braided yarn. And I swear, Luke
Oh,
puts his knitted socks in the washer and the dryer, and it gets,
and the dryer.
and the dryer. But my dryer doesn't heat real hot. It dries. No,
My dry,
I have it on settings,
my
so it
dryer
doesn't.
dries clothes. It just takes 5 days to dry because it doesn't do it on a hot setting.
No, you would be really
It's
surprised.
not fun.
Unless maybe towards the end of the cycle the temperature goes down more so it cools the clothes down so that they don't wrinkle. I think maybe it's a really smart dryer. That's what
I
it
don't
is.
recommend putting your socks in dryers, people. Don't
No,
do that.
don't. But this, if you knit in chama from paper from Zia wools, you can absolutely put it in the washer and the dryer, and it comes out, and the socks just get puffy and soft, and they wear awesome. It's called chama.
Look, look at the socks that I knit recently.
I know. Oh my gosh, Amy.
So when Levi told me his girlfriend, her feet are always cold, which I can see because she's about 80 pounds and she's cold all the time. These socks are called, these are Tabby Gandy. I think they're called the coziest cable socks. And I added, and she said that you need 2 to 3 skeins of DK to knit the socks, but she knit the whole sock in the same color. So I just, Levi gave me, um, bless
Excuse
you.
me.
He gave me an inspiration picture. Hold on, let me see if I can find it because he's like, she really likes this blue, but not any blue. I'm thinking, oh, geez. He sent me this picture of this bird. He says the blue on top of the bird is the blue that she likes. So I dyed the yarn and it ended up, and she likes just like a lemon yellow. So I made her those socks. Those were really fun to knit and they went pretty quick. Of 10 rows, you only have 2 rows that you actually cable.
And
Use
you
the
said
cable
it was
needle for.
DK?
It's
DK.
DK. Oh, so they are really, really
And does
cozy.
your DK have nylon in it or is it just a merino?
Yes, mine does.
Oh, it does. Okay.
And then I have a lot of DK leftovers, and guess what I made? This.
I saw that, Amy, on our chat. So, what what prompted you to do this?
Look at these. Instead of this side, I used the little tails and I just crocheted them. I'm thinking about making a scrappy blanket. I don't know. I saw something in triangles and I thought, let me see if I can figure something out. So I created.
Ramona is making a scrappy blanket, but hers isn't 4 triangles. It's actually 8. It's a pinwheel.
Oh yeah,
So it's a little
I
bit
think
bigger.
hasn't Mina.
That may be Mina Phillips' pattern.
Yeah.
Where did
So
you find that? Is that on Ravelry?
I didn't find it anywhere. I made it up.
Amy, how did you do that?
I'm so smart.
How do you knit across and then you have to pick up the stitch and knit across and then back and then you have to pick up and then
Well, you do the first one that you just increase every other. Is it
yeah.
every other row? Every other row. That's the first triangle, and then you add the next one, and so you increase, and then when you get on the other side, you pick up. So that's the extra stitch, and you go across, and you keep going until you have and you have 4 like that.
I'm
So
so
I
proud
think,
of you. I had no idea that you made that pattern up. That's so
you know,
cute.
I can't follow anybody's patterns. That's why I got to make stuff up because I can't follow it myself.
So how are you going to connect them together? Are you going to crochet them?
Well, don't ask me that. I haven't gotten that far. I have no idea. But I
You
thought it's
should
the middle
start
of,
putting them together now so that you don't
yeah,
have.
but you know, Sky has got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. She's got 5 more years before she graduates from high school. So maybe I'll have a big enough blanket of like these I can just start making and just keeping collecting.
They look like they're about 3 inches square, 4 inches
Yeah, they
square.
are. They're about, I don't know, like that big.
Oh my gosh, they're so cute. And you're just using fingering?
No, DK.
Ah. Yeah, see,
I
I
could
don't
make
have that.
I could figure out a fingering one.
I don't have that.
Mess.
I don't have that much DK. I don't
Yeah,
really have
you don't
any DK. The
DK.
DK that
You
I
don't,
got, huh?
you don't knit stuff with DK. You live in San Diego, remember?
Yeah. Yeah, fingering is my jam.
Well, what I'll have to do is I will, because I know someone will say, well, you need to tell us a little bit more specific how you did that. I'll see if I can't do one in fingering and see if I can figure out how many grams. I think each one of these little things literally takes 2 grams of yarn. 2 grams for one little triangle.
I forgot about
So
another finished
don't
object I
throw
have.
away don't throw away your little grams because they can make something pretty.
Do you
What
want to
else?
see another finished object?
Yes, show me. Debbie. I
I'm
didn't
putting
see that. But I
I'm
haven't
putting this in. I haven't been posting anything on Instagram. I just haven't
why
been on
not?
Instagram. It's because I'm lazy. I don't know. So I saw this on Dag's podcast. This is a pattern that Dag wrote. I don't think it's on. I don't
Oh,
think it's on Ravelry yet. But look at how pretty.
slip stitch.
Yes, there's a slip stitch. It's
And
kind of like
pearls.
a broken rib, and it's so super. She brought me this yarn when she brought Fiona back to San Diego. She
What is
dropped off the
it?
yarn and the pom
Is it
pom.
DK or worsted? What is
No,
it?
it's like super bulky and it's just
Oh.
so soft and squishy. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm gonna put it on.
I was gonna say I dare you to go outside and wear your hat on an 80-degree day. Oh, it is cute. Who'd you make it for?
I made it for the gift basket. Maybe it'll go into the basket for Christmas next year at book club.
Oh, nice. Look
Isn't
at
that
that pom pom.
pretty?
It is
And the
pretty.
pom pom comes off because it's one
So
of those.
somebody in San Diego is going to be gifted that.
There's a lot of people that get cold in San Diego when it's winter time and they have to go walk their
Oh,
dog. Or
come
maybe they go up
on.
and they go skiing and they go up to the mountains and they go
Okay.
skiing.
All right. Whatever.
So that's another finished object.
Pretty. I've got the ultimate finished object. My brand new daughter-in-law, I started knitting a sweater for her literally 1 year ago when the
Was it really?
a year ago. I said, I'm going to make Brooke a sweater for Christmas. And then it ended up being for her birthday, which was last week, and we're going to see her today, so she's going to finally get it. I'm going to make her a sweater. I'm just going to knit. You know me, I would do that. But I didn't do that. I actually went on Ravelry and I found one of Isabel Kramer's long time ago. It was a free pattern called On the Beach. That's what it was, called On the Beach.
I have that in my
Here.
in my favorites because
I have it right
I
here.
have
On the
some
beach.
yarn. Yes.
And it's a pullover, and I decided to make it a cardigan. So I decided, of course, so I decided to, knit back and forth once we got past the V-neck. And I decided to hold cream mohair with fingering weight. And I crossed my fingers and I just blocked it. You want to see it?
Yes, I want to see it.
I'll post on Instagram because I'm going to have her wear it so I can get some pictures.
And she is going to never take it off. It's so pretty, Aim. She just striped in and alternated colors and did different
I
things.
kind of marled it. Yep, I just kind of marled it.
Oh, it's so pretty. So you
And
put
it's
like a button band front up the
a
front,
button
but
band
not
front.
at the V.
Yep. No buttons, but I just put a little button band garter front. And the garter the little cuffs, look, I made a little slit halfway down.
Yes. Oh, it's so pretty.
And it's long. It's like on me, she's little. On me, it's like mid thigh. So maybe when she's maybe when, and she's only like 5'1".
It's like a teacher sweater.
Yeah, when she's teaching, she's cold or whatever, she can wear her. And I even told her, I said, I don't care if you never wear it out of the house. If you just wear it and snuggle up on the couch, I don't care. Oh, she's gonna have to be careful, Wilson. She's got a cat named Wilson. You should be careful it doesn't snag it. But that's her fuzzy wuzzy
So cute. Oh, it's
sweater. And I
beautiful,
should
Amy.
have, you see, I should have gone down two needle sizes for the bottom, like
She's
I did
not
the
going to
cup.
know that. She's never even going to know that.
Don't
So
tell
don't
her that I
tell her.
screwed up.
Don't tell her.
Tell her I screwed up there. I'm doing another marled sweater that I'm just making up. No, I'm not making up as I go. What am I? Oh, this.
I need to find the paper. I had a paper somewhere that oh, there it is. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, so the Practical Cardigan by Emily Johannes. My printer wasn't so great. It's a, what?
Practical cardigan. No, it's just it's a perfect practical
Yes.
straight
It's
no frills,
a,
no crazy,
right.
just a good basic pattern to use. And you can
But
add stuff.
it's worsted weight.
Okay,
So
well, you can
instead of
add
worsted
something into
weight,
that if you feel like putting a cable or something. You could use that pattern and then.
well, I decided to use two fingering weights held together and do a marled effect.
I can't believe how fast you knit this sweater, Amy. Oh my gosh.
And I'm going to do it a little bit on the crop side.
It's beautiful.
But now I'm trying to figure out a yarn management because one of my balls was 50 grams. What the heck was I thinking? Ah, darn it.
Uh-oh. You know, I heard a trick. Someone said something about, I think it was Dag. I think, I can't remember because I'm not watching a lot of podcasts lately, but I did watch hers. I can't remember who it was. It may have been Dag. She has a trick for keeping that bottom edge from flipping up.
Yes. Like, what is it?
Well, you started to top down. You do a slip stitch.
I was going to say, I think there's a slip stitch.
Yes.
But when you go from stockinette into the rib, thanks for letting me know that before I got there.
Sorry. I didn't learn about it until after you were done.
Isn't it pretty?
Oh my gosh, it's so pretty.
I love it.
It's so pretty.
I ended up doing that like 3/4 because I never really thought I'd like 3/4 until you made me and gifted me last year my Elton cardigan. I love that, is my favorite in the world cardigan, and every time I wear it, I text Debbie and I say, Debbie, I'm wearing my favorite cardigan, Elton. And it's a 3/4 length, I guess, with my hot flashes still. Yeah. It's just, if you ever notice when you have long sleeves, you end up doing that.
Yeah.
The sweater just comes exactly there anyway.
Yeah, it's nice.
You never push it up, you know?
And I feel like I'm pushing things up because I'm always like going in the kitchen and washing dishes or doing something, and you always have to kind of adjust. Look at the little shirt and little jacket that you bought me. It's 3/4 sleeves too.
I know. Love it too.
It's perfect.
Eddie Bauer.
Okay, you want to see the next thing I'm making?
Yes. Tell me the next thing you're making.
Intricate or intricate bonnet. It's a baby bonnet.
Oh.
I've made it before.
You having a baby?
No.
Oh.
My babies are grown and I'm happy about it.
Do you know somebody's having a baby?
Yes. One of my coworkers, one of the guys that works with me, his wife is pregnant, and it's funny because of COVID and the way my company is set up, you can be anywhere in the world, and as long as you're working during the work hours, it doesn't matter where you're sitting, where you're living, where you're working from. So he actually just relocated, he and his wife. He relocated.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. You didn't turn the internet off, did you, honey? Okay. Her video just kind of went wacky.
Yeah, yours paused for a second too.
Okay, but we have bad weather.
They relocated to Houston, but he told management, he's like, I still want to work for the San Diego office. I still want to work for Debbie. I still want to be in the drainage group. Can I do that? Can I just live in Houston? They said, of course. So he's having a baby in July, and so
not having the baby. His wife hopefully.
His wife is having the baby, but look at this. Look how sweet.
What color is that? It's a beautiful color. Obviously, she's having a girl.
She's having a girl.
You put bonnets on boys? I guess you can put bonnets on boys.
You can, yes, of course you can. I don't have the little thing, but this is the wool barn.
Oh, what I remember you bought several of
I
those.
bought several,
Ooh,
and
that's
they're
so
up behind
pretty.
our picture up there, but I have like a real pale pink, this rose, I have a light blue, I have a medium blue, I have a
Mm.
gold. So I was really struggling to break this out of the set that I have, but then I'm thinking, when am I ever going to make a big sweater with, but this is cashmere, it's got cashmere in it. So what I'm
Mm.
going to do is I'm going to make the bonnet out of the pink, and then I'm also going to make, and I left it over there, little hand mitts. It's just like a little, no thumb. It's just like a little thing with a little, and then a tie, a I cord that connects them together. I think I'm going to make those out of this also, with
Oh,
maybe some of the pale pink. Maybe the I cord, I'll do the pale pink, or the cuff, I'll do the pale pink. And then I
oh,
was thinking about doing a little crochet blanket for the stroller. And I was thinking maybe I would use the gold and the pale pink and then edge it with this
nice.
to kind of tie it all together so that all three would go together. You
That's
think
gonna
that'll
be
be
that.
good? But it's so fun. I'm past the little front part and now I'm just to the point to where I can do stockinette. See right here?
It's fingering, right? With
It's
cashmere.
fingering. Yeah. So you do the band, this front band, and
I
then you
love
do,
that. I love that little stitch that looks like little geese flying. Those little beads.
yeah, it's a yarn over.
Or no?
It's a yarn over, knit two, and then you slip the yarn over the two stitches.
Okay. Oh, it's pretty. That's
Yeah.
pretty. Like that.
Yeah. So now I'm
Um,
at the, oh, and you know what I did with this one too? I did an I cord cast on. Can you see that?
I didn't know you could do an I-cord cast on. Why have I never
Yes.
done that? How did I not know that? Did you
It's
know that?
super easy. It's super easy. I looked it up on YouTube. You cast on three stitches and then you put them, you have
Oh,
them on your left
yeah.
needle and you switch them over. So when you cast on the stitches, the yarn is on this end, right?
Mm-hmm.
The yarn is on this end. And then you put them on the other
You slide it on
needle
the other side of
so
the
that the
needle.
yarn is on the other side and then you use the yarn and you knit three.
Yeah.
You knit front and back and then you knit two. And then you
Okay.
slip three of those four stitches on the left needle. Then
Ah,
you knit
there's
front and back and then you knit two. And that front and back creates the
oh
extra stitch
extra
that
needle.
becomes the
Mhm.
cast on that stays on your right hand needle. So you just keep switching three stitches back to your left needle, knit front and back, knit two, then slip three over, knit front and back, knit two, and you keep doing that until you have all the stitches you need on your needle.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Okay, before I can't think anymore because I gotta.
You got to go to the bathroom?
I do. So so you got something to talk about?
I do. I'll show my Elton the red yarn that you dyed for me.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay, hurry
Oh
up.
yeah. Oh, I need to see that because I haven't seen it in a while.
Okay, well hurry then.
Okay, all right.
Okay. So let me put this aside. I showed you the socks. So I'm keeping this in the bag that Christy made for me when we were on the trip when Dag and Melody and Amy we all went to Albuquerque. Look at this pretty bag. And it's perfect because it's got that deep red and it's a bento bag. So you just tie up the top and you're good to go. So this is the Elton cardigan by Joji Locatelli. And I told Amy, I said, I think I want to knit it in a red yarn. Like, I want a Christmas sweater. Well, it's way past Christmas again, but that's okay. So, and I didn't want to do mohair. So I told her, do you have some lace weight yarn? She said, yes. So she dyed for me on singles, and on lace. And look at how pretty they are. So these are the two reds, and you alternate the stripes. So where the mohair would have been in the pattern for the way the pattern is written, I'm using lace. It's the same way I did her sweater, her Elton with the purple. I used a fingering weight single, and then I used a lace weight yarn instead of the mohair, and it turns out really pretty. So this is what I've got. It's a top-down sweater. I'm not
What
all
did
that
I miss?
far.
Okay, start over. Start
I
over.
just
I'm
showed
gonna
the
let you.
yarns, but now I'm showing the knitting.
I was wondering if you had worked on that recently. Oh, it looks pretty, those two
Yeah.
skeins.
Here, I'm gonna set this down on the floor so that I can kind of.
And I dyed fingering and lace weight. Is that what we ended up doing?
Yes.
Okay.
So the darker color that you see in the stripe is actually the lace weight,
Mm-hmm.
and the lighter color is the fingering.
And if you can believe this, the fingering and lace weight were in the same tub when I dyed it. It's just the difference of the content of the two different yarns and how they picked up that red.
Yeah, isn't it beautiful? This one's a little bit more, has a little bit lighter, orangier, warmer tones, and then this one is like just a beautiful, deep
Christmassy red.
Christmas red. I could not have found a better combination, I don't think. And this sweater is really actually very fun to knit. You get to the point to where you're just knitting 4 rows of one, and then you switch 4 rows of the other, and 4 rows of one, and it's really fun,
I love.
mindless stockinette knitting. Okay, so that's my Elton.
Okay, so let's talk now about the mystery knit along.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so the mystery knit along, it's called A Mother's Hug. I just felt like that was fitting for the time and what's going on with this world.
Yes.
And this
Perfect.
is what to look for. That's the picture we're using. The first clue is going to come out on Friday, March 26th. There's going to be 5 clues. And I really debated whether having 5 or 4, but I split it up in 5. They are fairly short, so if you truly want to knit 2 at a time, you can get done with both within the week, I'm sure. So it's a 2-color, just like a lot of the things we do, a contrasting color, a coordinating color, a speckled with a solid or whatever. Our featured dyer is Monica Yarn Experiments. And let me pull up.
And we got to meet her when we went to the Atlanta Stitches.
The SAF. Yep.
SAF.
No, I was thinking about SAF. That's when I was talking about SAF earlier. No, we went to Stitches.
Stitches.
2 summers ago.
Yeah, what was it called? Stitches South or it had a different name.
Southeast, I think.
Southeast, something like that.
Okay, so some of the colorways that she's going to be having.
Is that like a dark purple, or is it a gray, black?
I think black.
That's really pretty.
Yeah. What's the purple one? This is the one that I love. It's like a green, dark
olive.
Mossy, yeah, mossy olive.
You've done a lot of your mystery knit alongs with that color combo.
Why do I gravitate with that?
Because you have khaki pants that you wear for work.
This is the one you love.
This is the one I love. Oh, give me an orange and pink combo. I'll take it every time.
You know, that's getting, and here's another one, a rose colorway.
Oh, pretty.
Yeah.
That's getting what?
That seems to be, I've seen a lot of the orange colors with the pinks combinations this year. Is it?
I mean, look at this. This is like pink and orange,
yeah.
kind of. Mm-hmm. There's no orange in here, but.
And like there was a striped pullover. I thought Espace Tricot there was a, that La Bien Aimée, Amy had dyed a colorways for that. And then of course Hohe's cardigan with the big blocks of stripes.
Yes.
There's orange and pinks in that too. Really cool. Okay, let me see what else my secretary also put up a Ravelry thread already this morning.
Oh
now, and I put in the description, this is a chatter picture spoiler. If you do not want to be spoiled, you browse at your own risk. You may be spoiled. People start putting clues. We're just going to have one thread. It's just easiest for everybody to see and start talking about. So there is a thread in the Periscoping Sisters group on Ravelry about it. We went back and forth. Debbie did the design last year, and she put it up for free, which was really, really great. And we had 160 plus people join. Did we not?
We had a lot of people, yeah.
A lot. And I debated whether to do it free or not. And since October, all of my patterns, and Debbie too, we've been donating monies to Andrea and Andrew, the Fruity Knitting Podcast, all of our pattern sales. So I decided this year that we're just going to put the pattern up for $2. So anybody that wants to potentially could spend $2 for the mystery knit along. And of course that monies will be donated to Andrew and Andrea. So Stay tuned. I will get that up and going. Say something.
There's something
I'll
happening.
I'll get that up on Ravelry pretty soon in the next week or so. Okay, anything else I wanted to say about that? Oh, minimum 435 yards per 100 grams, 2-color, but it's in the Ravelry thread.
And this particular design, I think the way Amy did it, if you like high contrast, she's a stripy girl, so there's going to be some stripes. If you like high contrast stripes, go for it, but you don't have to have 2 yarns that are very high contrast. It's a very beautiful design, even if you have 2 colors that go really well together and they have lower contrast, it's still going to be really beautiful. So yeah, we hope you guys join us this year. I might even knit it this year. I'll knit it for a gift, a couple gifts. I could probably make a couple of them, and
this
they
is
would
a little
make
bit
gifts.
Lower contrast. I don't know, my thing's not picking up, but and the way you decide or determine if it's high or low contrast, take a picture of the yarns and then just turn it into a black and white picture. And if the black and white look like they're almost the same, then that's low contrast. Is Lukey there? I want to see him.
Luke, come over and say hi.
I'm the only one that's allowed to still call him Lukey.
He picked up the puppy because he was barking. So now they're...
What's up?
Where have you been? Are you selling a lot of surfboards?
Not really.
Squat down so I can see your face, Ding Ding.
Not really. I've been doing homework.
Why not?
He's been doing a lot of homework. He's going to college now.
What are you being a college boy for? Are you trying to get smarter than us?
It sucks. The computer's telling me what to do, and I don't even have someone telling me. It's just...
Come on now.
What?
It's called life. Somebody always gonna tell you what to do somewhere along the way.
No, I'm just mad it's a computer. I'd rather it a person.
Yeah, he does better with a live person. Next semester they'll be back at school.
Did you forget how to play baseball, by the way?
I don't know. I've hit once.
He went to the batting cages one time in this whole year.
He's got a baseball scholarship and probably has forgotten on how to play even because they haven't been in forever.
It's like riding a bike. I don't forget.
He'll be a star. Okay. He'll be a star.
Well, just think, nobody else is playing either, so everybody's getting bad together. So everybody will be bad when they get back.
It's true. It's true. Well, are we done?
I guess so.
We're doing it it's about 45 minutes, which is perfect timing. It won't take too long to upload, and we are so happy to be back. Yeah. We probably won't record every couple weeks, maybe once a month, or I don't know. We'll just see how we do.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. It's been a crazy year for a lot of us, and I just want to send out all the love to everybody. If you've been homebound, we hope we can bring you a little bit of joy. We're sorry it's taken us so long to get back into the swing of things, but
those people that have been nagging me and Debbie privately on private messages, when we miss your face, when you
I know. Thank you so much.
We've got to get back. That makes us feel good. So
yeah,
it is what it is. Life happens.
Yes. So get out if you can. I know a lot of the country is under a deep freeze right now, but if you can get out and get a little bit of vitamin D, a little bit of sunshine, do that. If you can't, then cozy up to your fire and get some light that way, and pull out your knitting and enjoy the podcast. And we've missed you, and I've missed you a lot.
It makes me so cry. And I had the distraction of the wedding between Christmas and New Year's, but I got all these Facebook memory a year ago between Christmas and New Year's. Sky and I made the trip out to California and saw Nana and Pop, and we went to the beach. Well, not to go to lay out on the beach, but we went and we had pictures. And of course that was when our fat selves were, which is really funny looking back. I'm like, boy, no wonder my Elton cardigan fits me so much nicer now. I've got a little bit even extra room, but it was just like, God, I know Mom and Dad see us on video and we talk with them, but it's not the same. It's not the same.
It's not the same as getting a mother's hug.
It's not the same as getting a mother's hug or a sister's hug. And I'm over it. I'm done with that.
I know. Okay, let's stop before we start crying, because I think I will cry if we keep going.
Don't cry. Okay, only good things.
Okay, if you can't be kind.
then be quiet and be looking out for every more mystery knit along things. You get in your colors, go over to Monica's little shop because she's got some really beautiful, and anything in her shop, not even the
Yes.
colors put together, anything,
Yeah.
or in your stash. But that's what we need to knit this year. So thinking of mother's hugs.
Yes. Okay. Love you.
All right.
Miss you guys.
Love you. Miss you.
Bye.
Bye.